Hello, everyone. Happy new month. We're in the month of June. We're in the month of June. We are in the month of June. If you are watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. This is the voice of the voice on the face of Dr. Levinton. And I'm here to give you easy tips. When we're talking spirit, soul, and body. So easy tips to helping you live long and well, spirit, soul, and body. So today I'll be talking about ways to feed your spirit, ways to feed your soul, and ways to feed your body, okay, in a way that makes for better quality and quantity of life. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. Have a friend that you need to invite to this tete-a-tete with Dr. O. It'll be over in literally 7 minutes. All right, so we're going to start. I generally start with spirit because I believe spirit is most important. You are a spirit. You have a body. You have a soul, and you live in a body. Okay, so your house of the body. So from the spirit, number one, ways to feed your spirit. One, remind yourself what God says about you. Your spirit, God is a spirit. You commune spirit to spirit. So that it means spending time feeding yourself with his word. It's Matthew 4:4. Man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the Lord. So you feed your spirit by breaking down, studying, meditating the word of God concerning you. Now, let me give you an example. What has God said about you? God says, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You are created in his image for influence, for dominion. He says you are an expression of him. Yes, you're a unique expression of God. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. No one is kind of you like you, right? And so when God made you, he made you a unique expression of his beauty, of his class, of his grace, of his excellence. And so that's why it's important to know what he says about you so you can live from that standpoint. See, knowing who you are helps inform a lot of things around you. When you know who you are, when you know whose you are, challenges don't knock you over because you know you have help. When people say things or circumstances suggest things contrary to who God says you are, you're like, nah, the circumstance may suck, but I don't suck because I'm made in his image, okay? So number one, get to know what God has said about you so you can draw strength from that. Meditate on his word. Number two, also praying. What is praying? Is talking to God, letting God know what your challenges are. It's like, I call it therapy with Abba. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, therapy. It's Philippians 4:7. It says, be anxious for nothing. So under no circumstances should you be anxious. He said, instead, the antidote is, instead, bring your needs to him. Tell him what's bothering you, like lay it all out. Add text, like slap on some Thanksgiving, and he will give you peace. So doesn't mean challenges don't happen, but it means that you're not alone through the challenges, and there is hope on the other side of the challenge. There is an answer on the other side of the challenge. So one of the things this has helped me do is not see challenges as, oh my gosh, but more, I wonder how God's going to help me fix this one, right? So challenges are like almost like a puzzle. They're not enjoyable, like yay, but they're not meant to break you. They're meant to stretch you and increase your faith in God, all right? So those are 3 tips we talked about. So get to know the word of God. What has God said about you? That feeds your spirit. Pray, therapy in front of Abba. Like let him know all the things. And then thirdly, I would say worship. Worship is where you just appreciate God for who he is, who he's been to you, his nature. There's something about Thanksgiving that makes God dance. It makes him happy. And when God is happy, he dances. There's peace, there's joy, there's a refill. There's a refill from the inside out. Doesn't mean that life is not challenging. Let me be clear. It just means you don't get to do life alone. For your spirit, number one, because this is a tete-a-tete. Number one, get to know the word. Get to know what God has said about you. Number two, pray. That's where you have therapy before God. You let him know. You report people to him like, God, you said, see what he did. He hurt my feelings. Lord, help me. Lord, help me to deal with my tough manager. Lord, help me to deal with, some toxic employees at work. Like, give me wisdom. How do I navigate this? Do I need to find another job? Like therapy in front of Abba. And number 3, worship. That feeds your spirit. Now, let's get to your soul. Do you notice that your soul actually is where your mind is seated? Okay, your soul is also where your personality is seated. So how do you feed your soul? Do you notice that naturally when you're thinking, you don't always think positively like, oh, it's going to work out, or I've done that before, this would be no different, or I've had a new situation happen, or a tough boss before, this would be no different. It doesn't naturally remind you, so you have to do the mental work of telling your mind how to work for you. All right, so practical steps. Number one, I need you to take stock of challenges you have overcome before. Tips to feed your mind. Number one, take stock of things that you have done in the past. I was talking to a client the other day. She was in her mid-20s. She was like, she was nervous about her master's degree, but she just finished her undergrad. And so I was like, were you nervous about undergrad? She's like, yeah. Were you nervous about high school? Yeah. Have you gone through some challenges before? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so this is new. I agree. It's a little nerve-wracking, but just like you've overcome challenges in the past, this will be no different. So take time to remind yourself of past victories. Otherwise, life is miserable. It's like a moving target. You're always like, oh, I need this. When I get this, I'll be happy. You get there, you're like, oh, there's the next thing to worry about. So take time to take stock of past victories. Number two, do a brain dump. What I say with this is sometimes your mind, there's a lot of mind chatter. The ideas you have, the things you don't want to forget, so you keep ruminating on it. Write them down. So do a brain dump, especially before you go to bed and an hour before you go to bed. Write down the things you don't want to forget. Write down the task. Write down the ideas you have. Write it all down. Do a brain dump. Number three, take time to use your imagination to your advantage. This one has been like a game changer for me. Ephesians 3:20 says, thanks be to God who's able to do much more than we can think or imagine. Meaning, my thoughts are a prayer. Can you imagine if all the thoughts you ever thought actually came to pass, like came to life? Scary, isn't it? So let's use our thoughts to our advantage. Now, I had a patient tell me, Doc, that's wishful thinking. You get good sleep out of it. I believe what we say and what we think are prayers to God. So really important what you think. Check yourself. What do you think about? Is it true? Does it add value to you? Does it help you feel better? Does it give you restful sleep? If it's not, then it's a joy stealer. It's a time sleep stealer. It's a focus, an idea stealer. So it's not worth thinking on. No, it's not. So once again, for your mind, number one, think of past victories. Number two, do a brain dump, especially before you go to bed. And number three, use your imagination to your advantage. There's no imagination police. You get to dream the dream. I imagine my kids well behaved, doing the things, loving God and being, good members of society. I imagine myself helping people, strong. Yeah, use your thoughts to your advantage. Now, one more bonus for the mind, I would say, do a thought audit. What the heck are you thinking about? Like, right, it's scary. When I did, oh man, what are you thinking about? What are you really thinking about? If it's not good, we got to change it, right? Like what tends to come? And a lot of times our thoughts are based on what we see and what we hear. So you got to be careful. Those channels, you don't have to stay up to date on all the news. No, you don't. So what you hear, what you see feeds your thoughts. So really, you want to be careful to audit those. Now for the body, I said the spirit was most important. So I talked about that first, then the soul, then the body. For the body, I want to encourage you. I know we're in Texas and the food here is big. It's large, it's large portions. There's a lot of bread and cheese. And I'm not here to, make you not like to eat, but we live in Texas, but we got to find healthier ways to eat here. All right. So one of the things I would recommend is to add a fruit and veggie to every meal. Yes, for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, a fruit and veggie. You can eat whatever else you want. Well, talk to your doctor about that. That's a good idea. But one of the ways to starting new healthier habits is to make it simple. So I'm just going to make this one simple. Add a fruit and a veggie to every meal. Now, here's the little, I always have a little trick up my sleeve. Make sure the fruit and vegetable is in its most natural form. Yes, you can steam it, you can grill it, but candied apples don't count. All right? Or cucumber that has been turned to pickles don't count. Right? No, so please, no. All right, so I just wanted to be clear. And blueberry cake, I know there are blueberries in it, but that doesn't count. I just wanted to be clear, okay? So add a fruit and vegetable to every meal. And one of the things I always say is this, sometimes I like to make it easier. I make a smoothie. Mine is actually downstairs. I already have my smoothie ready for me to grab and go when I'm headed to the clinic. I put plant-based supplements. These are called greens. I don't know why this is showing it. Let me see. Anyway, yeah, greens. So I put a scoop in my smoothie every morning because some of the greens, I'll be honest with you, like I don't like Brussels sprouts. They're good for you, but yeah. And then Get plant-based protein powders. Do you know you can get protein from plants? Everybody was thinking meat. No, you can get it from plants. Your beans, your legumes. All right. I use this. I use the vanilla, and I put the link in here. Protein shake for you. Whatever you get, look at the nutrition fact. I look here and see. Okay, what's in it? I see wheatgrass. I see kelp. I see ginger root. I see cinnamon. I see dandelion. So these are foods. So whenever you're getting products or supplements or things that you're like, oh, I want to add something healthy or multivitamin, look to make sure what's in them are actually fruits and vegetables. That you're like, oh, this is a fruit and vegetable. Otherwise, you're taking multivitamins and you're peeing them out. So your urine is very nutritious. It's not really, your body is able to hold on to food. So you want to eat good quality food. Okay? So those are the tips.